Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Charles and this is Charles SG. On this channel we talk about all the best AFL content. So today is our very first episode of Binti and Biati. Okay, so today on the Sunday things, my opinion on the teams that should really be in the AFL. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start with Tasmania. Now, this one was really hard to come up with. First of all, because when you think about Tasmania, a name for Tasmania in the AFL, you might be thinking Tasmanian Tigers. Well, two things about that. First thing, they are extinct. Second thing, there's already a team called Richmond Tigers. And number two, you'd probably be thinking, well, yeah, they're extinct. And besides, yeah, Richmond is called that. But they have the Tasmanian Devils. Well, Devils, Demons, Melbourne Demons, no. That doesn't work because Melbourne is Melbourne Demons and this is Tasmanian Devils. They're kind of the same thing, Demons, Devils. It's just different. They're basically the same thing. So I came up with Tasmanian Thunder. Now, I really think Tasmania should just get a team because I love them. I mean, yes, Hawthorn does play in Launceston and somewhere, and North Melbourne plays somewhere else. But it's not enough. I really want them to get a team. And also because I love Tasmania, it's a great place, and it'd be really good to add another team. Well, seriously, it's actually really good. See? So yeah, and by the way, this is what their logo should look like. Yeah, I really want them to come in by 2021. At least 2021 or just 2022, 2023, yeah, just please come in early. Okay, at number 2 we have Darwin Dust. Now this name is pretty good. I can come up with it very easily. Darwin is a place, I mean Northern Territory does not have any team in the AFL and I really want to change that because there are many places where you can put a stadium there. Many places. I'm not talking nature, but, you know, sometimes you can just put it here or here. There are many places you can put a stadium there. I mean, not on top of, like, not to destroy nature, but many places. And I really think that that place needs to be in the AFL, like all the other ones, especially this one. So, Darwin Dust, their logo would probably... Darwin Dusters, their logo would probably look like something like this. I would really love them to join the party. Especially because Darwin Dusters is a very good name for Darwin because Dust. Yeah, I'd love them to join the party. Okay, so the next one I want to include is the ACT Capitals. Yeah, the name's a bit original, but I kept on saying Canberra Capitals, but ACT's Australian Capital Territory. I think it should be called ACT Capitals. Pretty good, sounds pretty good. I want them because, look, this is the Capital Territory, okay? Australian Capital Territory. It even has the word Capital Territory in its name, and it's home to the capital city. And the capital city doesn't have a team. This is the AFL, Australian Football League, not the Victorian Football Association, not the Victorian Football League, the AFL, Australian Football League, not Victorian Football League, okay? And apart from Victorian teams, the first team you should be adding is ACT teams because they're the capital. Oh, yes. So I really want that team to be in. And by the way, here's the logo. And by the way, again, I put 2021 on the logo because I want it in by 2021. This is the one that I want in the first out of all those teams. They should have been the second, one of the second group of teams, the second state to welcome their part in the AFL. Not like the last. So I want them in by 2021, not 2022, 2021. Obviously not 2020 because you can't do that. But 2021. I want them in by 2021, okay? AFL needs to include this team. Like, really needs to include this team. Because I don't know if this is an Australian Football League and it doesn't include the capital territory or the capital city, then that's ridiculous. So they should really be in. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, so the second last team I want is the Bush Melbourne Platypus. First of all, Bush Melbourne because, yeah, so if you have a sport that is played in a specific country, like AFL played in Australia, you've got to attract everyone to make it a big sport, not just Victoria. So if you're going to attract others, then you have to obviously put teams based on where they are. And let's take example Gold Coast. In 2010, hardly anyone probably in the Gold Coast. They supporters definitely would probably go for someone like Brisbane in the Gold Coast. But not many because they didn't have a team there. But in 2011, Gold Coast came, so there were more supporters, even though Gold Coast is a bit bad. But yeah, so I want Bush Victoria, Bush Melbourne, any Bush, not other states, but Bush Victoria, specifically Victoria, anything that's not near the city to have a chance because everything's the city and the city. Melbourne Demons is based, obviously, the city because their home ground is MCG. Carlton home ground is MCG and Etihad, that's in the city. Yeah. Go Carlton, by the way. But everyone is based in the city. So I want to give regional areas, stuff that isn't the city, a chance. Yeah. But except not. Yeah, not that logo. Anything, but not that logo. A bit like that logo, but not exactly because it's a bit bad. And I really don't want this in straight away. It's not my favourite, but I would like to give the Bush a chance, you know? Anything that's not a city, a chance. So it's not that I want it in right now, but it's not that I want it in 10 years. I want it probably at most 5 years or 8 years at most, 8 years, at least 3 years, because I really want to give everything that's not the city a chance. Yeah, let's head to the last one. The last one I'd like to be in the AFL. Now, this one's probably the least that I want to be in the AFL. Like, the least most, like, the thing that I don't want in the AFL, the thing that I want in the AFL the least most, but I'd still like it in the AFL, definitely. At minimum in 8 years, at most 15. Because I want to give other countries a chance. And before I said other countries, you were probably thinking, Charles, can you just explain it already? But when I said other countries, if you're familiar with AFL, you probably think I mean New Zealand. Probably. I don't know. But probably. And I do mean New Zealand. It can be the whole of New Zealand as one team, or, you know, specific cities like Wellington or Auckland or any specific city. I want them to be in the AFL so we can, not just Australia, I mean it can be still called the Australian Football League, But there can be like a little league there also. But there definitely should be a team from there in the AFL. And I'm not sure, they couldn't have one stadium here and one stadium there. So once in a while we travel over there to play, you know. Maybe once every 3 rounds or 4 rounds they travel over there and come back. But most of the games played here, but some of the games play over there. Like maybe every 5 rounds New Zealand plays games over there. I'd like it to be called the New Zealand Kiwis. The New Zealand Kiwis. Not the best name in the world because, you know, Kiwis is them, you know. That's the mascot of New Zealand, basically. Our mascot's probably a kangaroo, so I don't know. But their mascot is definitely a Kiwi. Everything else is not. I mean, yeah, of course, there are other New Zealand animals that are special, and probably New Zealanders know them better than we do, but Kiwi, everyone knows a Kiwi. Oh, and it's very cute, but it can't fly. But it's very cute still. And definitely they should be a team. Something like, yeah, New Zealand Kiwis. I don't think separate cities, just the whole of New Zealand is one team. So New Zealand Kiwis, a logo a bit like this. And those are my teams that other teams that I really want to be in the AFL. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is the end of our first The Sunday Things episode. Make sure to click here so you can decide on which one you really think should be in the AFL. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest videos. Bye. See ya. Bye. Charles G out. Bye.